Hey everyone, welcome to the Animated Girl Profiles Confidential 33, that's right, the 33 edition. I know it seems I'm going back to back where I haven't done the Animated Girl Profiles Confidential in a while and pretty much figure I need to catch up a little bit. I know Jawbreaker, I play for cinema, won't mind. But I want to talk about now a character. I want to talk about a character. You see the name down below. And it's kind of ironic that she's coming back. She's going to be coming back has come back. But as far as we're concerned, here on the U.S. front, we'll be coming back for the Dark Side of Dimensions movie. Of course, I'm talking about Taya Gardner. That's right, Taya Gardner first appeared in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Magna. It's easy for some people to say. As basically a love interest for Yugi. Well, basically, Taya started out as Taya, or Enzu as she's known in the Japan version, was introduced as basically a childhood friend of Yugi Moto. Now, long story short, when Yugi ended up sharing his body with the Pharaoh, the spirit of the Millennium Puzzle, if you will, when he started sharing his body with the spirit of the Millennium Puzzle, known as Yami, and then later revealed as a Tem, I guess you could say that friendship started to grow into something more between the two, because of the fact that Yugi was sharing his body with a Tem, and a Tem, Yami would be the one that came out and always mostly did the dueling for him, with him in the background on most occasions. And the reason I say most occasions is because, sometimes Yugi would do it on his own. The friendship between her and Yugi started to develop more into something more. She started to get this attraction developed between her and Yugi, thanks to Yami having to share the body, and Yami, a Tem if you will, helping to bring out that confidence that Yugi needed to succeed and to be his own individual. Now, the reason I say that this caused the friendship to develop into something more was very evident throughout the following seasons. One of the following seasons, we got reintroduced to a character called Rebecca, who basically, I guess, out of the fact that Yugi beat her and then gave her the card, the Ties of Friendship, as a gift, she pretty much assumed Yugi to be her girlfriend. I mean, not girlfriend, but boyfriend. Hold on for a sec. Well, like I was saying, the Rebecca character came in, and I guess out of the fact that, of course she got a second season redesign, if you will, but because of the fact that I guess Yugi beat her and gave her the Ties of Friendship in the first season, she pretty much assumed Yugi to become her boyfriend. Had become her boyfriend or something. Anyway, long story short, Taya didn't take too kindly to this. And it wasn't just, with Rebecca fawning over Yugi as himself. No, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just Rebecca fawning over Yugi as himself. It also happened with any other female. Like, you get into the last season, the first half of it, as far as we're concerned here in the western in the western parts of the world, the KC Grand Championships portion of the final season, there was this other character that started to basically be attracted to Yugi, but wasn't attracted to Yugi. Hold on for a sec. But wasn't attracted to Yugi, as himself like Rebecca was, but more so was attracted to the alter ego of Yugi, Atem, Yami, even though this character that had this attraction didn't know it. Didn't know that Yugi and Atem, Yami, were two separate individuals just sharing one body. So yeah, basically she says, yeah, basically Teia's friendship with Yugi started to turn into something more because she started to get very jealous. She started to get very jealous of any other female fawning over Yugi, either as himself or fawning over Yugi when he gave control of his body to to Yami. She wasn't too keen on that. I mean, in fact, she kind of has a little bit of an outburst, if you will, doing this duel with this Chinese lady character, if you will. She sort of has this outburst where she basically says, and I quote, "Listen here, Toots." Well, basically, she just has this outburst where she goes basically, and this is classic anime styling here. She basically has this outburst where she basically tells the Chinese lady, okay, I've had enough. And she says, "Listen here, Toots, Yugi doesn't like you and he never will." So it's like, it was that, to me, and I think to any other fan, with Teiya Enzu, that was the breaking point right there for us. For her, because it's like she's just getting sick and tired of all these other females, whether they turn out to be good friends, acquaintances, or whatever. She's just sick and tired of them fawning over Yugi, either as himself or over him when he's, allowing control of his body to Atem, to the Pharaoh. So she's basically at one moment doing Yugi's duel with this Chinese lady. Basically, just like I said, she just to me that was the straw that broke the camel's back, because she just had enough. But if you really want to know, how basically this became more than just a close friendship, and started to turn into something more, even though we never got any real indication of it, is after the final duel between Yugi and Atem losing and being allowed to go back to the spirit world and join his fellow, his friends, his friends that were basically similar in tone to Yugi's in some way or another. Everybody of course starts crying and everything, and Teiya is basically, I can't really quote what she said there much, but she basically, in a sense, even though she didn't really say it, kind of basically indicated, she just indicated, like I said, I can't really quote what she said, but she basically just indicated that she cared about Atem more so than he ever thought, more so than just as a friend. She kind of admitted it in her own way. But she also kind of admitted that she feels that similar, I guess you could say now, love for Yugi, that more than just friendship kind of feel for Yugi when, she was kind of breathing a sigh of relief after that, doing the final duel between Yugi and Atem, and Yugi surviving an attack. And in her mind, she's like, whoa, when did I start cheering for Yugi? So, anyway, long story short, Teiya was basically one of those characters that to me had some great development as a character, and I really can't say any more than that. And she has proven herself as a duelist. They sometimes, when she would duel, they would give her her own main character. Like I think during the third season it was Dark Magician Girl, and then during Capsule Monsters it was dark witch or something. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say on Taya, Gardner, Enzu. Let me know what you guys think down